The music and the performance and the fashion are one. I don't separate my art from my life. It is one whole thing.
Hey, Patrick.
Hey, Tom.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Patrick, and this is Chewing on Pearls, the show where we dissect and decipher Lady Gaga's chameleonic career and its impact, one pearl at a time.
We're back.
We are back.
And we're on Zoom, so if there's like a delay, that's why. We do live in the same city, but sometimes you know what you gotta do.
Life is lifing, and this episode is not about this, but we are freshly off the heels of our wildly successful listening party, and life has lifed real hard immediately following.
Yes.
And we're fully in the swing of mayhem. So there's
Feels
a lot
crazy.
to cover. There's a lot to cover, but we thought we would start with the most recent event.
Yeah. It happened the night of our listening party.
Yeah, no, crazy. So we didn't watch it live. But of course, we are talking about Lady Gaga performing double duty on Saturday Night Live.
On Saturday, March 8th.
Yeah.
I do want to say that if you do listen and you did come to our listening party, thank you so much.
Yeah, no, it was so fun. We sold out the venue, so
yeah, it was
crazy.
A ball.
Which you want to know what's really funny? That means there was 100 people in that room.
Incredible. That's what I like to hear.
Like mother would want.
Yeah, and it was just super special and easy and very like good vibes from everyone involved. So of course, the people who we know in real life, we know they're good vibes, but if you were there and you listen and we don't know you super well, I don't know. Thank you for being cool.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. So without further ado, on Saturday, March 8th, Lady Gaga celebrated the release of her seventh studio album, Mayhem, by performing double duty as host and musical performer on Saturday Night Live. The episode featured many music-centric sketches, as well as two brilliant live performances of current single Abracadabra and divisive standout track, Killah.
Killah.
So I guess we should start with the monologue.
Yeah. So I know it's not about this, but she looked incredible.
You know I love a damn bob.
I know. The bob was bobbing. She looks about 12 years old.
Yeah. And just like happy to be there.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm going to break down the fashion.
Sure.
Shout out La Maison Gaga for being on it. And this look felt important. So she's wearing a Giuseppe de Morabito fall-winter 2025 fully beaded sheer gown, a David Coma fall-winter 2024 ostrich feathered stole, Marley diamond earrings, and Christian Louboutin Lady Peep pumps.
Lady Peep.
Lady Peep. She wears Lady Peeps basically the whole night.
The monologue energy was interesting. You could tell she was so excited. You could tell she was nervous a little bit.
She was nervous. She's like, I'm a great actor. I'm going to blow through the audience response and just keep on trucking. It's like, girl, give it a second.
She was
let them digest what you just said. Yeah. Yes, totally.
She was wound up, ready to go. And a lot of it was like poking fun at Joker.
Poking fun at herself. The R. Kelly of it all, which, I saw some interesting takes online. Some people thought that it was in poor taste. Mm-hmm. I am from the camp that it would probably be worse if she didn't mention it.
See, I'm from the camp that I think it was in poor taste.
Really?
We're disagreeing.
Oh, look at
I do. Yeah, I do.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Mark your calendars. Today is Tuesday, March 11th. It is 7:40 p.m. and Tom and I have disagreed.
Actually, I do feel like there's nuance to this.
Yeah, that's right. Take it back. No, I'm kidding.
There's nuance. I mean, I think one of the reasons they brought it up is because the SNL 50th anniversary was recently, and they did that reel of cringy, embarrassing, cancelable moments, which included like past episodes where there was like fully blackface and shit.
Right. Totally.
And they included R. Kelly. with
Gaga and R.
Gaga.
Kelly. Yeah.
So I think that
which got a pretty big reaction, like
Yes.
when that happened.
Yes. And I think they included this in the monologue to like recontextualize that and to like acknowledge that it played in that sequence. But I do think it was a little weird personally to be like, definitely don't look this performance up. Like, definitely don't inquire about how I've collaborated with this person when like the focus to me should be about, like, if you're going to talk about it at all, it should be about what he's done, and you wouldn't do that on SNL. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too sensitive.
No, I think that it felt like a safe way to kind of be edgy and push it. And it felt safe because she has since done the quote work regarding
right.
And you know, it's not our apology to accept.
Right.
So take it for what it is worth.
Yeah.
We're
I
two
mean,
white gays on microphones, like, you know, like
that's the other part of it, is that it wasn't an apology. And like, I don't think that she, like, this was not an apology, right? Like,
right.
I guess she's apologized in the past for collaborating with him at all, but it just felt a little weird to me. It just felt sort of like low-hanging fruit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I see that. I see that.
I don't know. And I know it's not, I know she didn't write it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
well, that's the other thing too. It's like, I think it was also, it's like, okay, what can we get her to do? Like, how game is she?
Yeah.
And you know, for better or for worse, our girl is a guy's girl. So, and I think this whole episode gave a lot of like, though I will say, before I say what I'm about to say, that the women really carried the episode, as always, Bowen Yang included.
Yes. Yes.
But like, she's a guy's girl, so she's like, yeah, I'll do like a shitty, stupid, like
totally. And I don't think it was
goofy-
like offensive in itself. I think
No.
it's like, I'm like finding meaning beyond it in the context. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
and I think it's like the one thing that like fans, critical fans, which
Yeah.
you know, we can be those people at times. It was like the one thing they could zero in on the episode, that they were like, well, something has to be bad, because ultimately this episode was pretty successful for Saturday Night Live.
Totally. And I think it's just, when you've been famous for as long as she has, I mean, we're talking about like 12 years ago that she
Well, and
performed on
that was
SNL
another
with
thing
him.
too, where she was like, yeah, I was 27 the last time I was here. And it really made me think. I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, no, it has been a second.
Yeah. And that was for Joanne. Right?
Crazy.
Yeah. So even earlier than that, she was there with R. Kelly.
No,
and...
I think how
Wait,
old
no.
is she now? 38. Yeah, no. So I think she was talking about
Art
Oh,
Pop.
so maybe she skipped over Joanne. You know what? I think she was talking about last time she did both duties.
Double duty. You're right. That makes way more sense. Yeah, it's just hard when you've been famous for that long, and like when you say something like that, then like everything comes back up about it. So I think that's sort of also what's short-sighted, is that now there's these clips going around of her defending R. Kelly in, you know what I mean? And then that's what sort of makes me, as like that's my mother. I'm like, I hate this. I hate that this is being rehashed when you apologized, you took it off of streaming, you did the quote unquote right thing, and now it's like, it's fodder for people to talk shit about.
Totally. But moving along, kind of conclude the monologue, the fun, sweet moment about her talking about Michael and Cynthia introducing and saying like, he's a cancer researcher, and her being like, I was smoking a cigarette, and like, I've never smoked again. And then she's like, only when I'm drunk. And then the gloved hand came out with the cigarette. I was like, yeah, girl, you had a cigarette last week. You had a cigarette 2 weeks before that.
Yes. That was very funny and just like good comedy.
It's like, and we know she's smoking. Like, she probably takes breaks, but like, girl, we've seen the Diamond the Smile video.
You smoke when you drink and you have a cocktail, like one, does that mean that you're smoking?
Yeah.
I love it. I loved it. I loved her energy. I thought she was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Totally.
And again,
and then
it was further proof that every opportunity for her seems like a make it or break it moment because she was acting like an ingenue.
Yeah, she definitely was channeling like, I'm so happy to be here. It's my first time here. And it's like, girl, you just said it wasn't. Like, but she understands the importance and she also understands it's a way for her to connect with an audience that she probably wouldn't or she doesn't get to as often. Like she's connecting with people that just tune in to watch SNL because that's what they do every week, regardless of who the host or musical performer
who aren't
is.
like terminally online.
Terminally online. Yeah, no, they're just like people that watch SNL.
Yeah, and it's like a very New York thing too. She's a New Yorker.
Totally. And she has so much pride in that. Especially around like album releases. Like I love when she's in New York when she has a new project.
I know.
Because as much as she gets away from New York and like is a student of the world, this album is like very New York.
Totally. So diving into the episode post monologue, there are a number of sketches that Gaga participates in. In fact, all of them she participates in.
Oh my God, imagine she gets cut. They're at like the table read. They're like,
yeah, we don't think
we'll
you're
have you
good
sit
fit.
this one out.
Perhaps the most important part of this episode is that she being Bowen Yang.
Yes,
Bowen
literally.
Yang, yes. Bowen Yang gets to like experience Gaga and he's like such a huge fan and living vicariously through him. Yeah.
Yes, we're fans of Bowen, a famous little monster.
Yes.
Storied encyclopedia of knowledge.
Yes. I hope he can I hope this episode is his signal to be like, I can quit now.
Literally.
Move on, girl.
And I'm sure we're gonna learn a lot about the experience with Gaga on Las Culturistas this week, which is exciting.
Yeah.
But yes, the Bowen Gaga skit of them on a date called Wonderful Tonight, super funny, super silly. I saw a tweet that said, "Why does Lady Gaga look like Patti LuPone on The Substance?"
Because she does.
That's like all I can think about now, especially in that skit.
And it is musical.
It's musical, it's silly, it's funny. Bowen actually sounds incredible with Gaga. I was like, he really was like, I'm tapping into that wicked vocal training.
Yes.
Like, I'm taking these notes. I'm a recording artist now.
Yes.
So
well, damn, Bowen. But yeah, it was
super cute.
Yeah.
Cheeky, funny. It ends with them running out, dining and dashing, and Gaga runs back and grabs the wine. And I'm like, is this her just doing a little like, you know what, I'm gonna do this? Or was that rehearsed? Like, you know, like those are the moments where I'm like, she's having fun.
Yeah, and I think that's what we'll learn on Las Culturistas is like Bowen will like she would never offer up this information about herself because she's humble in that way. But Bowen might be like, yeah, and then you were the one that had the idea for this, you know, and learn about that, which is always fun to know. Not that Gaga's like a comedian, but she's a creative. So she knows what's up. She's a performer.
She's a performer, and you can tell she was taking the opportunity seriously because I feel like the cast recognized that and everyone was like on 100. Like it was a good show, and that is not always the case for SNL.
Totally. Like the majority of it was watchable.
Yes.
Am I just being such a Debbie Downer?
No. I think there's just something about like seeing her on SNL that like I grew up in an SNL family. It's like I don't know. I really, and I love, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, Lady Gaga is showbiz. Like she is carrying on the lineage of showbiz. And by the time that this episode ended, I was like, give it a couple more years, maybe 10, give it 10 years. Gaga's going to be hosting some sort of variety hour situation.
Yeah.
She is in that lineage of like, she is beyond pop star, rock star. Like she is legend, icon, can move however she wants to. And I feel like it could be a path that I could see her going.
And I think there's something fascinating about seeing her in this environment where it is live. I mean, they do the like pre-recorded sketches as well, like the digital sketches, but like seeing her live in that environment, obviously it's scripted and stuff, but it's not a film. It's not like a live music performance that you've rehearsed a billion times. It's like this other thing where like you prepped all week to do this thing and now you're on the stage and you're doing it. So just seeing her in that theater kid environment is
Yeah.
fun.
Oh my God. So
Yeah.
theater kid. And that's what I loved about it too. She's like, I'm a serious actor. And then like some of the acting is bad, but it's also
Yeah.
it's SNL, so it can be. And it's like actually bad acting is great acting
Yes.
in this like moment.
I think that was probably like part of her team's note, probably part of what she wanted to go into it with was like, you don't have to be too serious here. Like,
Right.
And actually don't, because people will be
People don't
annoyed.
want to see that. Yeah.
So then the next one was a mascara commercial, which was a digital short or whatever.
Yeah, cute, fine. You know, they have to fill some content.
Her wig in that,
I know.
crazy.
I
So
love though that like they're all just like in clothes and then Gaga's still like kind of in fashion. Like even in all the skits, it's like you can tell her styling team was like, oh, so she's playing a regular girl? Okay, cool. Here's this funky, strappy, punky belt that's like giving mayhem. Like
right.
It's like she's in a mascara commercial.
Yeah. And it's funny because like SNL has really good wigs, like good, like they look good a lot of the time.
Right.
But the one in this commercial that she's wearing.
Well, and
so
I think they intentionally were like, we have to put Gaga in bad wigs because the mascara commercial, whatever, it's fine. It's like it's for a non-waterproof mascara. So like when you want to cause a scene, cry, yada yada yada. Silly, cute. We love girls. Period. The funeral home one, that wig was fucked.
So funny. I actually really liked that sketch too.
I did too. I really liked like Gaga and Heidi together, and I think that I don't know if that skit like informed her kind of presentation for the week, but like I really definitely felt the roaring 20s, 1920s flapper girl energy like throughout all of her like personal styling choices for the night.
It was very interesting. Very interesting that was
because she like came out in the flapper dress and the bob, and I was like, this is like basically what you wore for the monologue,
right? And then,
but just like the Party City version.
Yeah, and then later, and we'll talk about it in the Killah performance, what she tears away into, kind of has a similar like floozy dance lady in a bob vibe, you know.
Yeah, no,
but that was a cute sketch. And then the next one was A Long Goodbye, which was a long sketch.
Was probably my favorite of the night. It was so stupid.
Yeah.
So surreal. This is where I was like, you could tell that SNL was like, okay, we fuck with Gaga because they were doing things that they don't do for everyone.
Yeah.
Like multi-stages for skits, like going through the backstage, like having the whole team involved in that way. Like you have to coordinate the people behind the scenes being like, okay, everyone get the fuck out of the way. She's coming through on the suitcase.
Like, I think part of it is I mean, like it's about her ability as a performer for sure. But like, I think the bigger part of it is that she's like, when I sign up to do something or when I get offered to do something, I'm going to give all of my time. And like, if the SNL people are working here all week, like 14-hour days, then I'm here all week, 14-hour days. And like that's just who she is. She's not going to like phone it in because she's a superstar. And I think,
and I could also see her being in the room being like, well, what's something you've always wanted to do that you guys never did?
Yeah. Like,
or like, what's that one idea that you're like knocking around that Lauren keeps saying no? Like, I'm here, so let's see what we can get away with.
Seeing her riding that little suitcase out of the first set
was insane.
With a ponytail. I was like, what the fuck?
Which there's like an early Stephanie Germanotta photo shoot where she has the funky little chopped bang and a long pony, and she's like standing in like kitty corner. And I'm like, that is that girl.
Totally.
I'm like, how are you like she's giving this like immortal, like witchy vibe where it's like she is not aging.
Right. And it's weird because it also like ties into the concept of mayhem, which is this like non-linear kind of like it's all her references, all of her influences, past, present, future. It's I don't know. She I don't know. She re-signed her Illuminati contract, I guess.
Yeah, no, there's something going on here.
So then the first performance of the night, Bowen introduces Lady Gaga and she performs Abracadabra, the current single from Mayhem. and it's fierce.
It is beyond.com
Mhm.
for several reasons. One of them being all of the looks are handmade custom Luar, which we love Luar, longtime
Yes.
fan of the diva. So happy Gaga is working with Luar and the team. And the looks are sickening. A red crystallized cat suit with hooded headpiece, structured hips, and matching boots. Come on.
Yeah, and I love how covered up everyone is. Like kind of speaking to that scene in the video where Mayhem
Yeah.
they all have the canes, and also other moments in the Mayhem era so far too, where she's extremely covered up and just like her face and neck are showing.
And they're in this funky little like mirror box, light box
Mhm.
situation. Super interesting to see like the cameraman reflected, like recording the
Totally.
immediacy of it. And her starting the performance being like, cut the track. These vocals are live.
Yeah. And she was giving the vocals for sure.
Her breath control is crazy.
Yes.
Like the pop girls are not doing it like that. I'm sorry.
No, this was not like a pop girl performance. You know what I mean?
This was like, this is something else. Like this is.
She's graduated. Yeah. She's well graduated though. And it was just thrilling to see her do the kind of viral main, if you want to call it that, Abracadabra choreo after seeing so many people on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram reels doing it and them like posing this challenge and then seeing her doing it live.
And just killing it.
It was like very thrilling to watch that. And I love the moment also when all the dancers leave the box and she's alone in it.
Yes.
And then come back in. Yeah.
And we love when she dances by herself.
Yes.
Even though sometimes it's like, uh-oh, what's gonna happen?
Yes. I mean, I just want to say
in this instance, it was like, oh no, this was correct.
Right. Shout out to Paris.
Oh yeah.
You know what you're doing, girl. And I really respect it. And I feel like she understands Gaga as a creative, as a person.
She's taking her to the next level.
Absolutely. It's
and
incredible.
If there's one thing Lady Gaga's gonna do at the end of a performance, it's hold that motherfucking pose.
Absolutely. Cut to commercial. And even then, wait till the lights
She's
go
still
down.
there. Yeah.
I heard that somebody who was at the taping was like, it was such a, like, I've been to several tapings. It was like such a loud response to her. Like it was like really wild in there, which I believe.
You could kind of feel the frenetic energy, like even through the recording.
Yeah, even though we were like in a weird vacuum in a way. It was just
right. But it's like you could just tell that everyone there was enamored.
Mm-hmm. And she had her crazy eyes a little bit, which return later.
Her little art pop eyes.
Mm-hmm. Just gorgeous.
Speaking of eyes, little red glasses.
Yeah, I loved that sketch.
That one was really cute and sweet.
Yes.
Again, the girls being girls, so accurate. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this, like Gaga, that is her. Like deep down.
That's who she's going to grow up into.
Yeah,
the lady with the little red glasses.
Red glasses.
Miss Frizzle, all grown up.
100%.
And then No More Slay was a sketch that was also music oriented.
And probably like the most viral, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's all about like gay lingo and like meme speak.
Yeah.
Stan Twitter, very online. Funny to hear Gaga use these phrases, and like also funny because she is like a millennial in that way. Like she probably speaks that way. Like I think she did sell merch that infamously said slay. Like she is that girl.
Yeah. And like I don't know, there's just so many meta layers to all of that language too, like to the origins, and then to see it like performed on SNL is so funny.
And then and then being like, we took words from other people. Like
yeah. Fascinating. And another cute moment with her and Bowen.
Yeah. And then the highlight of the night.
Absolutely it was.
The video that I have probably watched, I don't even know how many times. I'm addicted to it. I cannot get enough of Lady Gaga performing Killah on SNL.
It's crazy. It's one of the best live performances she's ever done.
Period.
Point
Full
blank.
stop.
Point blank.
It's one of the best live performances SNL has ever had.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, before we even get into the performance of it, the fashion, the styling, the movement, like it's just so perfectly, it's just perfect on every level of every contribution. I just want to say that.
Um,
She and the dancers are wearing custom Robert Woon birding puff shoulder suits. Hers is a little different. Theirs are more dress-like. Hers is a suit. It's purple. And the color is called Purple Rain, which is funny because she cited Prince as a reference for this album. And you can notably hear that on Killah. And we'll talk about the second outfit once we talk about the performance.
Yeah, so it starts with her backstage again in the hallways. And she's doing her crazy little eyes. She has her little finger guns. It's like Fame Ga turned all the way up. The very stylized walking, the choreography. They make it to the floor and do this sickening little kicky dance choreo
when they're on the floor,
the CCTV.
The camera switches to the... And what I love is when they're working through the hallways of the SNL, the guts of SNL, the dancers from the Abracadabra performance are all lined up along the wall, which like also speaks to Gaga talking about Mayhem as this embracing of all parts of herself and all the kinds of music she wants to make. And also speaks to the Abracadabra video and the Disease video where there's multiple Gagas, and like those dancers being along the hallway kind of evoke that and like call back to that a lot.
It even made me think of like paparazzi with the models like hanging from the ceiling, like this.
Totally. Like the lady in the first performance has morphed into something else, and all these dancers are like spooked by her and posing. It was crazy.
Vocals on 1 Million. Gaga and her head voice, incredible. Gaga roaring, growling, snarling. So good. I love when she characterizes her vocal. And like in Killah, she is just a fucking rock star.
And then Gaga hits the stage from the guts of SNL and she goes berserk.
Yeah.
She goes off.
Yeah, that's a great way of saying it.
Yeah. Her and her dancers and their bobs are going cuckoo crazy. She walks over to the drum kit and she
has at it.
And
which you can hear, it's funny, you can hear her little scream, like it's not mic'd, and she's like before she like hits the drums.
And like the craze in her eyes is just so exciting to see.
She is in it.
She means it.
Energy on 5,000. And then she does the Killah scream, which like it makes me think of when she was on Howard Stern and he's like, how do you like do that and like still be able to sing? And she's like, well, I know how to sing. Like I know how to use my voice. Like I know how to protect my voice.
I know that's right.
Yeah,
vocal train.
Yeah, come on.
Diva.
NYU for a semester.
Right. She knows what's up. And then the two dancers tear away her suit. And so for the last like 20 seconds of the performance, if that, she's wearing a red crystallized fringe bodysuit from Tony Ward Spring Summer 2025 with some Louboutins and red tights. And she's got
and she does her sexy little go-go girl dance. Also, catch the reference, Liza Minnelli, I Gotcha, Liza with a Z. Her little moves in the little outfit. When I saw that, my gay ass exploded. We love Liza deep in this house.
Very electric, sexy but freaky.
Freaky girl,
which is the Liza of it all.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. And overall, just a performance that,
when she does the little Dracula vocal.
Yeah. Killah. I'm hesitant to be one of those fans who's like, she's back. Because I think that neglects the validity of everything she's done since like art pop. I hate that. But this televised performance did feel
She's back to the general public after this.
yes.
After the
yes.
Abracadabra performance and the Killah performance,
Yeah.
your the great uncle is like, have you seen that Lady Gaga? Like that,
Yeah.
she's back on everyone's
And
mind.
how fierce it is that I mean, obviously she was preparing this performance in advance. I think Paris posted about "You're not ready" for SNL like 3 weeks ago. They've been preparing for this. But it's so fierce that this track that is so disputed among fans is the one she ended up performing when they were begging for Zombie Boy or Garden of Eden or Vanish Into You.
So punk. So she's like, I'm gonna, because she knew that she had this moment where she was like, how am I gonna capture the naysayer? How am I gonna capture the person who's like, I don't listen to Lady Gaga?
Right.
It's like the metalheads, the classic rock guys, like the dudes, which again, she's a guy's girl.
Yeah.
She's like, let me get the music heads on, and it's working. Pitchfork gave her an 8.
Yeah, it's
she's got the highest Metacritic review of her career, like, and it's because of songs like Killah.
Yeah, it's like such a blending of icon modalities is sort of where she's at. Like, it does feel rock star, it does feel pop star, it does feel theater star, it feels like so many things, and that's what Gaga is at her best, at her most Gaga. And I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. It floored me, to be honest.
Yeah, no, jaw on the ground, tears in my eyes, incredible. We have not seen her dominate a stage in this capacity in a long time.
Yeah,
like post Chromatica Ball, that's probably the last time that she was tapped in that way.
Yeah, and on this tiny stage too, like televised like this. I mean, Chromatica didn't really get that except for that like pre-recorded MTV VMA performance medley thing,
which was cute, but it was not this.
No. So brava, Gaga. And then there are 2 more sketches before the show closes. Birthday at Friendly's.
Birthday at Friendly's, which I'm a New England girl, so Friendly's we love. Friendly's is actually divisive in my house. My parents are probably listening to this.
Hey.
Shout out to Eric and Judy.
Hey.
My mom, you could do anything in the world for her, but her favorite thing would be breakfast at Friendly's.
Breakfast at Friendly's.
And my dad's like, really? Can we do something else? Can I take you somewhere else?
I thought
no,
I didn't know it was a real thing.
Breakfast at Friendly's. Yeah, no, I want to be served by an 87-year-old woman covered in syrup that will take 20 minutes to bring me tap water with like 2 ice cubes.
I had no idea it was real. I thought it was like a made-up place.
No, it's very formative.
That's so funny.
The fried chicken salad wrap situation with the little honey mustard and waffle fries. Yeah,
hello.
Mama. It's
That's
the crispy chicken
about.
wrap.
Yeah,
and a chocolate fribble with a color changing straw.
Like,
sorry.
Friendly's, if you're listening, sponsor us.
Sponsor. Oh my God, that's our first ad sale.
Yeah.
Friendly's.
Yeah, and just like the like satanic moment or whatever, it's just funny because that's such an accusation she's getting again. That she's
right. And just
Satan.
It just goes to prove they did so much in this like 4-minute skit that it's like they threw everything at this.
Totally.
And like it wasn't cheap. There were like moving set pieces, these crazy prosthetics, multiple demons. Like it was insane.
Insanity. They hired extra hands for this,
and they were like,
because she was coming.
They 100% did,
yeah.
And it just showed like how game they were to be like, okay, let's do something crazy,
right? Oh my God!
And Gaga was super cute and funny. Emmy. Oh my God!
Yeah, I just thought of that.
Doesn't she already have one?
She does, but I'm like, get your Emmy, girl. Get your
another one.
Emmy.
Another one.
Wait, does she have an Emmy?
Yeah, with Tony, right?
I thought she was win for 2 away from EGOTing. Oh, maybe you're right.
Are we? I don't know.
Ego.
I thought she got one.
She's ego. Yeah, and then the show closed with the Pip sketch, which was fucking crazy and so camp.
So crazy, so
Yeah.
camp. People in the YouTube comments are like, why did she like write a banger of a track for this? Like, I
Right.
would listen to this. Yeah.
Like the vocals are
She sounds
insane.
beautiful.
Her
Yeah.
playing like a cheerleader in a high school, like just with her with her like soft shorts like rolled up, like
Yeah. Oh
just
my God.
crazy.
And her like just being so earnest with this
Yes.
little CGI claymation mouse, like,
Yeah.
and it being like so morbid and like dark,
Hmm.
like and gory, and yeah,
Yeah, those
it's just
last
like a
two sketches like
perfect.
tapped into like that paradox of Gaga, I think, like the camp and the darkness,
Right.
which I think is fun.
And
SNL.
then Gaga closes the show triumphantly in a sexy little number that is custom Victoria's Secret, made in collaboration with Zaldi, who infamously dresses mother, Miss
Hmm.
RuPaul, um, Johnny Mongrou, and stoned by A. Morier. And then Luis de Javier ex Beto Garcia saucer hat with eye cutout, and then Louboutin pumps, Lady Peeps again. And she left the show with Pip in a small plexiglass box in hand. So it's her leaving with Michael Polanski holding hands and then holding Pip in her other hand, which is so fucking cute.
So insane and funny of her. And the way she's like in
She's
the
like, I'm
paparazzi shot that's going around, the way she's looking at the camera is so funny.
so funny. And she's like holding Pip, like, yeah, I'm bringing him to the party
Yeah,
too.
she's like, of course. Um, what I love
My
about the
co-star.
yeah, what I love about the fashion from this episode is that particularly her monologue, Killah, and then this look leaving the function is it's unlike anything we've seen from Mayhem so far. And like it just goes
Yeah,
to show
no.
that like this era has no rules. And I love that.
Yeah. And it's like now that we've heard the album, it's like, oh yeah, no, totally. Like the gothic girl is still, it's like you were so right that her styling choices, it's like every interpretation of the goth
Yes.
girl.
Hmm.
And like this is the
Throughout.
girl at Late Bar.
Yes.
Like this is we know
Totally.
this girl.
Like in some world.
her boyfriend is a tattoo artist.
Yes.
Like he picks her up on her motorcycle. She's in her funky three-piece pleated suit. Like we know this girl. She works at a vintage shop. Like
Totally. Totally. And like, yeah, there's just like layers of interpretation to this kind of glamour puss 20s, 40s, 90s. I don't know,
yeah,
current vibe.
it's like yeah, it's like 2025 does 40s does 90s does 20s.
Yes, very that. And like, yeah, just cool to see like not that I expected any less, but how the fashion of this era is expanding and I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it makes me excited to think that like her performance clothes will be like don't get us wrong, we love tour clothes, we love some of her performance clothes, but I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be fashion.
Yes, and
Like
probably switching wigs
this
because
is
of
fashion.
yeah, because she's been blonde and dark haired um throughout this era. Mostly dark haired, but still I'm like wondering if we're
Which
going to get
makes
a
me
blonde moment.
well, so that makes me think this is a perfect segue because remember when all the dancers were posting like little behind the scenes things and they were in those cutesy little like plaid gingham
Tweed,
60s
yeah.
vibes. And yeah, and then Gaga posted something and people were like, oh, they're in the same place. I think that's the Vanish Into You music video. And
Hmm.
I think Gaga's going to be blonde for it. And I think it is going to be kind of
Yes.
like cutesy vibes, but maybe like I don't know, like 1960s horror movie
Yeah.
kitsch kind
Yeah.
of like at the sock hop 50s 60s vibe.
Yeah, I would love yeah, that would be so fierce and it would like really tie in with this kind of pseudo retro moment and then the retro moment of
Right.
Die with a Smile. Um not that it needs to tie in with anything, but
But I think it would be smart.
yeah. Who knows? Maybe there will be multiple Gagas again. You never know. You never know with this one.
Maybe it's her having like a West Side Story dance battle between
Yeah.
Brunette Ga and Blonde Ga.
Yeah, totally. That's what I want. That's what we deserve.
I know. I know.
Yeah, well, it was a cute episode. Of course I tune in for Lady Gaga, but I'm not much of an SNL person, and I thought it was, generally speaking, like I said, way more consumable than most of what I've seen from that show in the last couple of years. So
Totally.
they pulled
and
out
I think
the stops.
You could tell that like the team was really excited to work with her, and she was really honored and proud to be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can tell when like the host wants to do a good job. And she just like, she did great.
Brava again, Lady Gaga. And congrats to Bowen Yang.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. Cannot wait to hear the Las Culch interview, which, you know, we've got a lot to cover. We have actually so much to cover.
Yeah.
But I know that unless you're unemployed, there is no way that you have consumed every little media piece that has come out, because there has been so many interviews, written pieces, like little video things. Like there's a lot out there now.
And it's good for us to like consume it over time, synthesize it so that we know how to present it in an episode format too, because it's like some things don't deserve a whole episode and some things do. So we'll be doing that, and we'll be talking for a while.
Don't worry, we have our next couple episode ideas plotted out, so stay tuned.
But if you
to Gaga Radio on Sirius XM.
If you got to the end of this episode, thanks for listening.
Yeah, pause up, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Chewing on